President Biden last fall saying for the first time that if China invades Taiwan, the U.S. would send troops to defend it. It's an invasion many experts predict could happen in this decade. We got a fascinating inside look this week at how members on the House China Committee are gaming out war scenarios. In the sky, on the sea, China staging combat exercises, a show of force, a warning that a potential blockade of Taiwan could be coming. The Chinese army even releasing this simulation of how they'd attack the nearby island, a self-governed democracy that China claims as its own territory. But on Capitol Hill this week, lawmakers staged their own simulation.
Tonight is not about a desire for war. It's certainly not about playing frivolous games.
It's about prevent war games.
China Committee Chairman Mike Gallagher and Ranking Member Raja Krishnamurthy set up the exercise with the Center for New American Security.
This game is going to be a Chinese invasion of Taiwan set in 2027.
What exactly do we know right now about their mobilization effort?
Members from both sides of the aisle coming together, politics set aside. There's Virginia Republican Robert Whitman and Massachusetts Democrat Jake Auchincloss, the members taking on the role of advisors to the president.
What have we communicated to expats and students from China right now?
This is part of what you get to decide.
That's Stacey Pettijohn, a senior fellow from CNAS, acting as the game master.
The chairman of the Joint Chiefs can't pick up the phone and talk to his PLA counterpart.
Correct. Unfortunately, General Holmes is cut off.
Retired General Mike Holmes is playing the role of chairman of the Joint Chiefs, laying out to members what military options there are.
The biggest benefit from fighting from a distance is that you preserve and protect your forces.
But diplomatic and economic options are on the table as well.
Many of our allies agreed to take part in economic activities with us as a precursor to these conversations.
Has there been any activity at the United Nations yet?
After debating how the U.S. should react, lawmakers took a vote announcing their move.
We will be standing with our friends in Taiwan. We have forces in the region that are pre-positioned. We're surging forces in the region. We are also prepared to impose maximum economic pressure in the event of an invasion, including sanctions against most major Chinese banks, including kicking China off the SWIFT system.
But wait a minute. Chinese authorities, played by CNAS staffers, quickly counter, surging troops, forcing a communications blackout in Taiwan, and banning exports of electronic goods to the U.S.
So that means we are going after companies like Apple, Dell, HP. You want a new iPhone? Guess what? You're not going to get it.
Lots of questions, lots of lessons. It was remarkable to see all of you there working together. It's not a view we often get. We see you in hearings, we see you on TV, but this is a group that is really working together.
We're trying to. And again, ultimately, we're hoping to generate creative ideas that can pass this Congress for what we can do to enhance deterrence. So our hope is by doing something different, we generate more member engagement and more member ideas.
There's obviously lessons learned from Ukraine. One of them was the U.S. intelligence certainly believed Russia would be moving in.
Yeah.
But really off the mark in terms of the power of Russia and the power of the troops. Do you trust the intelligence on this one, Congressman?
I trust the intelligence community and their assessment right now. I think you have to just prepare for the worst and hope for the best. I think that's just the way that we have to approach this scenario.
And that is what they are doing. Our thanks to the House China Committee. We'll be right back.